Hi, I'm Naomi from Muddy Earthlings. How are you? Do you like growing vegetables? Did you know that growing different plants and vegetables together is good for the planet?
Muddy Earthlings!
What do you think of when you think of farms? I think of rows and rows and rows of the same crop, all laid out neatly. There may be a field of cabbage, of Brussels sprouts, of lettuce or corn, but they're all kept separate. What do you think of when you think of nature or going out in the forest? Do you see the same thing over and over again, like on a farm? Or do you see lots of different things all growing side by side? I'm going to talk today about why people in permaculture think it's good for the planet to grow lots of different plants together. I'm going to talk about biodiversity. I need diversity! Humans are pretty clever. When we think of something and we see it works, we like to do it big. This happened with farming. We discovered we could grow food, harvest the food, and sell the food to people all over the world. But then we discovered something. We found the more we grew the same type of crop in the same place, it became harder and harder to stop those crops from getting sick. Monoculture means the same. It is the opposite to diversity, which means different. Can you say monoculture?
Monoculture!
Can you say biodiversity?
Biodiversity!
So what happens when our vegetables get sick in a monoculture environment? We have them sprayed with chemicals to help keep them alive. What happens if we always spray our food with chemicals? Sometimes when we eat our food, we're also eating chemicals because they don't always wash off. Not only that, sometimes the chemicals used to keep plants alive in a monoculture environment can wash into our precious soils and waterways, sometimes harming other living things. Don't worry, there is a solution and you can help. We're going to explore biodiversity in a permaculture garden to see how plants can grow side by side without getting sick. Are you ready? Come on. What sort of things can make plants sick? Bugs, insects, fungus, even viruses. Bless you. How does biodiversity stop plants from getting sick? Nature already knows what's best. Some plants help to protect other plants from certain insects and pests. For example, this curry plant smells wonderful to me, but many insects probably think it stinks. Because they think it stinks, they'll leave my parsley alone. Or here, in my medicinal garden, the biodiversity brings in all the good bugs. They eat the bad ones. How biodiversity helps plants stay well. In a field of lettuce in a monoculture environment, the lettuces are tempting for all sorts of pests and insects, naughty bugs, slugs and snails. A patch of lettuce with a mix of plants that pests don't like confuses them and distracts them and brings in the good bugs like lacewing, dragonfly, praying mantis, and even parasitic wasps can be helpful in getting rid of pests that make plants sick. Sounds easy, doesn't it? It is! Not only that, it's fun too. And the best thing is we can all make a difference because we can all have biodiversity in our own back gardens or even on our balconies. Why not think about planting these plants in your garden to act as protective friends to your vegetables? Society garlic, rosemary, chives, and curry plant.
Yippee! I love biodiversity!
Let me know about the biodiversity in your back gardens and if you have any more ideas for plants we can add. And if you do love having biodiversity in your back gardens, why not swap and share some plants with a friend? And then you can both have even more biodiversity. See you next time. Bye. If you like this episode of Muddy Earthlings, please subscribe to our channel and share this with a friend.